When you have a team like the Cleveland Guardians that doesn't score a lot of runs, you're gonna play in a lot of close games. And the Guardians have a pitcher in their farm system right now who isn't on the Baseball America's Top 100 list, but he probably should be. I kind of view relief pitchers like pass rushers in the NFL or in college football and three-point shooters in the NBA. You just never have enough. And Franco Aleman is definitely one of those arms, and he might be one of the more important arms in the Guardian system right now. He's got elite velocity, swing and miss stuff, and what I would consider real MLB readiness. Aleman could be a factor in 2025, and he should be a factor in 2025. Born in Cuba in 2000, Aleman moved to Tampa Bay at age 11, bounced around through several college programs, FIU, St. John's River State, a really good junior college in Florida, and then eventually University of Florida, which is basically where all the top college MLB, it's an MLB factory at the University of Florida. Before getting drafted by the Guardians in the 10th round in 2021. Aleman features a 94 to 98 mile-an-hour sinker with serious arm side run. Really nasty. I mean, it is power. His slider sits in the mid-80s, and it's sharp. You know, that two-pitch mix is really his bread and butter. Has a changeup, but again, it's a sinker-slider combo, and it is electric. I think he's an arm that should be in the stable, more so than Jacob Junis. You just never have enough 98 mile-an-hour arms. That you can never have enough of those. Currently, he's in AAA Columbus. He's thrown 7 1/3. He's allowed six hits, only 2 earned runs, with 14 strikeouts and just 1 walk. So 14-1 strikeout to walk ratio in 7 1/3 inning. He's striking out almost 2 guys an inning. 2.45 ERA, 0.95 WHIP, and less than a base runner per inning. Really good stuff. In his most recent outing, Aleman tossed 2 scoreless innings, struck out 3, allowed just 1 hit, and included 7 strikeouts. Yes, you read that correctly. 7 strikeouts in 2 innings. He had the control, and he has the ability to put hitters away very, very well. He's currently on the 40-man roster and recovering well from early season hernia surgery. Projects similarly to Ryan Stanek in terms of velo, profile, pitch repertoire. And he's starting to flash some control, which is really, very important to relief pitchers, especially if you want to be that top flight. The Guardians bullpen's a little banged up. Paul Sewell's on the IL with a shoulder strain. Andrew Walters just went out, and he might be out for a long time. Trevor Stephan is still recovering from elbow surgery. And of course, you're going to have to some guys come back to reality. Emmanuel Clase, Cade Smith, still top flight, some of the best relievers of baseball, but they've taken a step back from when they were last year. But they're also getting used a lot. And guys like Franco Aleman don't fall on trees. They don't just fall off the tree, consistently. Class A's, and speaking of Class A, his cutter command has kind of wavered, but since May 1st, he's been pretty much shut down. And Smith, who had the best pitch in the game last year, his fastball is the best pitch in baseball, has struggled a bit here and there with inherited runners, but for the most part, he's locking it down. Just a couple nights ago, he came in with the bases loaded, nobody out, so struck out 3 hitters in a row, and it was absolutely electric. But we're just trying to avoid the fatigue that the Guardians faced, in the playoffs last year. They just 4 guys with over 70 appearances, and it showed when it mattered the most in October. Adding Aleman to the mix could take pressure off the back-end arms, especially during that summer grind, and keep the group fresher and more lethal for the postseason. So, hopefully we can see, Frank Aleman not be that top prospect, but he has the hype of a top prospect. His stuff plays, again, you just need more power arms. You can never, ever have enough. And I hope to see him soon. But other than that, check out I71 Rundown on Twitter. We're also now on YouTube. So like, subscribe, comment, all things are appreciated. And we're going to try to get back to our regular scheduled, Sunday night record, Monday, Friday episodes are live. So peace.